We feel safe because there is someone who protects. We sleep because there is someone who watches over. We smile because there is someone who endures the pain. The Indian soldier, standing tall, relentlessly protecting our land, air and sea. And we at Indian Oil are proud to march together with our armed forces in times of war and peace. During the 1962 Indochina War, when multinational oil companies declined to supply fuel and lubes to our defense forces, India realized the need to pursue a strategic policy of self-reliance in the petroleum sector. Indian Oil stepped up to the challenge and started setting up various refineries, an extensive network of pipelines, POL installations, and a cutting-edge R&D center to indigenize technology and meet the nation's energy need. Today, Indian Oil is the largest Indian corporate and a leading Fortune Global 500 entity with 11 of India's 23 refineries and a cross-country pipelines network of 14,200 kilometers. With a manpower strength of over 33,500, it delivers precious petroleum products to every nook and corner of the country through 50,000 customer touchpoints. Living the very spirit behind its slogan, Pehle Indian, Phir Oil, Indian Oil has kept its promise of putting the nation first at all times. Indian Oil's relationship with the Defence Forces has been forged over decades of collaboration and mutual trust. POL supplies are ensured to the Indian Defence Forces across the country, from Arunachal in the east to Kutch in the west, from Ladakh in the extreme north to Campbell Bay in the southernmost area of the nation. The company has dedicated standalone supply points at the national boundaries and is also in pursuit to expand its network in the remote islands of the Andaman and Nicobar, Lakshadweep and Minicoy. Indian Oil has also been imparting training to defense personnel for safe and efficient handling of POL products. Rescue efforts by the defense forces during any natural calamity, be it the tsunami, Kerala floods, Nepal earthquake, Kashmir floods, have found a dependable ally in Indian Oil, which has answered the call of duty every single time, ensuring that the fuel lifeline to the rescue effort never snaps. Serving the warriors of the sea, the company has always been at the forefront, being the sole supplier of fuels and lubricants. Over the years, it has emerged as a key strategic partner of the Indian Navy by seizing upon the ocean of opportunities for serving the nation through the development of in-house solutions for Navy's acquisitions, such as the INS Vikramaditya and P-75 submarines. Indian Oil has developed and customized over 100 grades of lubricants and greases, synthetic air compressor and refrigeration compressor oils, especially for the Indian Navy. Some of the major products include OMD 113 Issue 4, OMDN 1240, OMDN 50, GTO and Premium N 15W40. It has also indigenized the POL requirement for INS Vikramaditya, INS Deepak, INS Tarkash, INS Shivalik, Talwar class and follow-on Talwar class ships and P-75 project. Further expansion has been undertaken by the company of its fuel basket by tweaking its refining processes and producing custom-made fuels for the Indian Defence Forces, including JP-5 for the shipborne aircrafts of the Indian Navy. Indian Oil has created exclusive infrastructure like HFHSD tankages, dedicated pipeline from terminal to naval jetty at Karwar, Vizag and Port Blair, establishing fuel facilities at more than 30 naval locations, for motor transport requirement of Indian Navy and is also expanding its infrastructure to fulfill the requirement of the Indian Navy under Project Seabird. Taking this legacy forward, Indian Oil is today commencing the supply of MIL DTL 16884M compliant HFHSD, a specialty fuel developed for the Indian Navy. This customized fuel exceeds all international standards, having highest cetane number amongst all marine diesel fuels and exceeds MIL DTL 16884M specifications in terms of fuel hygiene parameters and other critical properties. This fuel will facilitate the Indian Navy to enhance its global footprint and will allow India to fuel the vessels of friendly foreign countries at places where fuel conforming to NATO grade is supplied. Indian Oil salutes the sentinels of the sea for serving the nation with pride and remains committed in its efforts to fuel their rise as a maritime power.